If you fell ill in Europe around the year 1000, your survival was often a matter of luck, prayer, or whatever local folk remedy was close at hand. But at the same moment, across the Mediterranean, medical science looked very different. Surgeons were performing delicate cataract removals and administering carefully blended anesthetics before making a single cut. The collapse of Rome didn't stop medical progress, it just moved its center of gravity. Global hubs in the Islamic world were actively drafting the rules for surgery and patient care that we still follow. The framework of the modern hospital, specialized tools, regulated pharmacies, and clinical accountability was engineered in the East centuries before it reached the West. This stone courtyard is part of a bimaristan, the direct ancestor of the modern hospital. These complexes operated on a radical principle, treating all patients who arrived at their gates, regardless of wealth, faith, or social standing. These weren't just houses of charity. They were organized clinical centers, split into specialized wards for different conditions, and equipped with dedicated surgical wings. To maintain these standards, physicians and pharmacists had to pass formal licensing exams. Inspectors, known as motasibs, patrolled the markets and hospitals to check the quality of medicines and the cleanliness of surgical tools. The institutional accountability and the ethical standards that define the modern healthcare system were being codified in these corridors a millennium ago. In the surgical wings, precision was paramount. Much of that precision can be traced back to al-Zahrawi, the physician whose work earned him the title of the father of modern surgery. He compiled his lifetime of knowledge into al-Tasrif, a 30-volume medical encyclopedia that served as a comprehensive manual for the limits of the human body. In this volume, he illustrated over 200 instruments he designed or refined. Notice the exact serrated teeth on his bone saws and the tapered shafts of his specialized probes. He engineered different forceps for obstetrics and retractors to improve visibility in deep orthopedic wounds. He also solved a critical problem in wound healing. After observing how animal intestines reacted to moisture, he discovered that monkey intestines, or catgut, would dissolve safely inside the human body. When a modern surgeon uses dissolving sutures or reaches for a specialized retractor, they are using mechanical concepts that al-Zahrawi documented 10 centuries ago. Just outside the surgical suite was the apothecary. Here, scholars like al-Razi turned botany into chemistry, using large vessels to isolate medicinal compounds and plants. To manage pain, al-Razi developed the anesthetic sponge. By soaking a sponge in a calculated blend of opium, hashish, and mandrake, he induced a state of safe unconsciousness, allowing surgeons to work without the patient feeling the cut. Next was dosing. Al-Kendi invented posology, using mathematical formulas to determine exact medicine amounts. Avicenna then added rigor, establishing early rules for clinical drug testing, insisting medications be tested for purity and observed in actual human trials. While our modern regulations are far more complex, the logical foundations, standardized dosing, pain management, and trial-based evidence were being forged in these ancient labs. These masterworks eventually crossed the Mediterranean and were translated into Latin, bringing centuries of Eastern observation into Western hands. For the next 500 years, translations of al-Tasrif and the Canon of Medicine became the standard, mandatory textbooks in the first medical universities across Europe. This influx of structural data from the East provided the roadmap that European physicians followed as they began to reform their own medical practices during the Renaissance. Today, the medical world is looking backward to solve the challenges of the future. Modern supercomputers and AI are currently mining medieval botanical encyclopedias, scanning traditional Iranian records to rediscover chemical compounds that had been forgotten for centuries. By reanalyzing these ancient anesthetic herbs, researchers hope to find treatments capable of fighting modern, antibiotic-resistant bacteria. Recognizing these hidden geniuses is more than just a historical correction. It proves that human survival is an unbroken global chain, and that the blueprints of the past are still being used to save lives today.